Yeah, and I did it. Yeah. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ikram. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. As you guys can see from the title of this video, I'm going to show you guys some ways to become that it girl, embody that energy, but we're going to be doing it all on a budget, of course, because we're baddies on a budget. I kind of broke this video down into 4 main chunks, 4 sections of just what I feel like you guys should focus on in the very beginning, especially if you're feeling lost right now and just trying to figure out how to get to that it girl, mentality. I try to make it as simplistic as possible for you guys. So I really do hope you guys enjoy this video and these tips that I shared with you guys. It's definitely something that I use in my day-to-day life. I definitely feel like these are just gems for y'all. So you guys will enjoy this video. And if you don't, then you're not aligned. We're not on the same frequency. We're not on the same vibration. With that being said, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe like always, and let's get straight into it. All right, so the first thing that we're going to talk about is the mindset, because this is usually where it all starts. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, the glow up, it literally starts from your mind. It starts from within. You have to believe it before you see it. That it girl energy that you're looking for, it starts with mindset, gratitude, confidence, self-respect, okay? And the best part is that none of this is expensive. The best part is it's all free. You can do this through journaling, affirmations, self-reflection, sitting by yourself and just thinking, okay, what is going on with my life right now? Where am I at? Where do I want to be? About being real about yourself and your circumstance, your situation. I promise y'all, discipline changed everything for me. And it's when you tell yourself you're going to do things and you actually do it. So if I'm telling myself I'm going to eat healthy and I actually do it for the whole week, I'm happy. If I tell myself I'm going to go to the gym and I actually show up for that whole week, okay, that's when I start believing I'm that girl, you can't play with me. If I don't play by me, why would I let anyone else play by me, So it's about trusting yourself more. You realize, okay, I didn't just talk about it. I'm actually about it. You be about it. And that's where that real confidence comes from. Okay, because like I said, once you stop playing with yourself, you start trusting yourself, you start looking in the mirror like, dang, I didn't play about myself this week. Why on earth would anyone else play with you? You just naturally start teaching other people how to treat you. That's where that strong it girl aura energy comes from. That's that quiet confidence that was just ready to just pop out of you. Think about your favorite it girl, or when I say the word it girl, who pops up in your mind, right? It could be an influencer, a celebrity, a public figure, powerful woman, right? What do you think they all have in common? I guarantee you there's one thing they have in common. It's going to be discipline. You look at them like they have this aura, like they have something special that you want to be like. Your version of an it girl and my version of it girl are probably 2 completely different things, right? But what they all have in common is that they are disciplined in some sort of category in their life, which is why you are looking at them with such awe and admiration. And it's not nothing you can't get, girl. You could get it. You're going to learn how to get it right now. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you feel like is your definition of it girl, what you aspire to be like, are the daily habits that you tell yourself you're going to do, that you want to do, that your future self has, that it girl that you want to be. What does she do? And embody that. Basically copy that. What do they do that you genuinely like doing? And then you consistently just do it. As long as you consistently do something that you like doing, that's a positive, good habit, that's going to make you a better person, a better individual, that's when you start teaching yourself and trusting yourself, and then you start walking around with that energy like, yeah, and I did it. Yeah. It all starts with just little things, little habits. So once you start feeling like that, your mindset starts switching like, oh, I am really that girl. You walk different, you talk different, right? So for me, like I said, discipline was what really helped shift my mindset into believing that I am that girl before I started showing it externally. So you want to show that internally first and really feel that. And for others, it may be something else. Like I said, it might be affirmations and telling yourself these things in the mirror, or it might be journaling and writing things down. So it's just, you got to find what you like to do. But I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I journal every day. I don't. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that I tell myself affirmations every single day. I don't. But slowly, once you start feeling like confident and stuff, you might look in the mirror and be like, dang girl, you look good. I don't know what it is, but you're glowing, So if you want to call those affirmations, I do that all the time. But you feel me? So it's just little things like that. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is your environment, because your space is going to say a lot about where you are at mentally. I don't care what anybody says. If your room is a mess, if everything's like cluttered and disorganized around you, then your mind's going to be the same thing. It's going to be a reflection. I'm talking about your apartment, your house, your bedroom, even your bathroom, your sanctuary. That matters. If any of that is messy or is continuously messy, your mind is messy. When everything around you is cluttered and it's unorganized, it's hard to think clearly and give off that girl energy vibe. And when saying all that, I'm not trying to sit here and say you need to have like a Pinterest style apartment and you need to go get all new furniture and none of that. No. I'm trying to say make whatever you got going on, your place, a vibe. Basically, make it aesthetically pleasing. Do the most of what you have already. So start with the little things, right? Clean your space, wash your sheets, fold your clothes, wipe down your mirrors, just refresh your whole environment, because that's what you're getting up and looking at all the time, right? Do you think it girls have not an it vibe going on in their place? No. It doesn't have to cost no type of money. I'm not saying go buy a bunch of junk and copy all these girls like houses or whatever, right? I'm just saying create the vibe that you got going on in your house. So for example, you want your place to be a reflection of who you are. What is your definition of an it girl, right? If you thrive in an all pink girly ass apartment with the, the girly toilet seats and the, the sheets and the pillows and the rugs, if you like all that and it's all pink and stuff, do that. If you're more into the minimalist, neutrals, black, white, all black, whatever apartment, do that. Lean into that. Like, you want to do things that makes you feel calm, that makes you feel inspired. You want to make sure that you like the environment you are in, because that's how you thrive better. And shit, if you want to add a few little trinkets and drop a little money, go ahead and get you a candle, a plant, something. If you have the means to go do and add a little bit of extras here and there to upgrade your place and your environment, by all means, go ahead and do it. But if you don't, again, work with what you have. You want to make sure you create a vibe that's got really good energy, that's very fresh, that's not cluttered. I promise you, once your space feels good, you're going to feel good. So if you feel like you've been feeling a little bit off lately, maybe just look around, start with your environment, clean up your space, and I promise you your mind is going to follow, because any it girl that you're thinking about, I promise you her environment is well kept. And it's just up to par. And then later down the line, you can always add things to your place, once you got the money. But of course, we're doing things baddie on a budget right now. So if you really want some change right now, you want to make sure your environment is a reflection of your mindset. You want your external to match your internal, okay? Especially if you're going to be in those environments for long periods of time. Like our rooms, our houses, our apartments, where we sleep, where we lay our head, where a majority of our time is, besides, let's say, work or outside activities. You want to make sure your place is a sanctuary. Now we're going to get into one of my favorite parts. This is going to be the physical, and this is how you're going to show up for yourself externally on the outside. So I know you checked in here, but what are you giving off? And this doesn't mean you need to go get a whole new wardrobe or like have a crazy beauty budget and go cash out and get a whole bunch of things just to look polished. I have a lot of polished baddie videos, right? It's really just about taking care of what you already have and putting in a little bit of effort in how you present yourself, okay? So the key word here is going to be effort in anything that you're doing. It's not about getting your hair done. It's about taking time to do your hair, right? It's just about not getting up out of bed and walking out the house. You see the difference right there? It's not about getting your hair done. It's about doing your hair. Everybody's version of what an it girl is all looks different. So when I think of one, for example, I'm low-key thinking about the girls with the slick back buns and the bare minimum outfits. I just feel like it's not about what you got, it's about how you put it on. Someone else's version of an it girl may be a 30-inch bust down style, and like that might be their version, but something I think I can attain and do for my house, which is very affordable, would be a slick back bun. So like I said, it's not about having the most expensive products or the newest thing, keeping up with the styles and the trends. It's just literally about showing up with what you got already, because everything else will come later down the line, right? So I'm gonna tell you guys to practice. This is gonna be some homework. You wanna practice this at your house. If you are always at home, maybe get some loungewear, some cute pajamas, walk around your house. If you have to step outside and say go to the grocery store, maybe put in a little effort, put some lip gloss on, slick your hair. It's about what you can do and to romanticize your daily habits whenever you do have to go out and see people, because how you portray yourself, the energy that you put in, the effort that you put in, you're gonna see it. outside. You're going to see how you're treated differently. Speaking from experience, I was the type of girl who walked to 7-Eleven with some baggy sweats and a baggy hoodie. And I promise you, I got treated completely different when I went to the grocery store and, you know, put a little effort into my outfit. I didn't put on a full face. I didn't put on a crazy outfit, but shit, whatever I did that day, somebody was willing to take my groceries all the way to my car. You know what I'm saying? So it's those little moments like that that are super powerful, that show you that when you show up for yourself, you might be rewarded. So it's like the effort that I put in, I was receiving blessings from it outside. You know what I'm saying? So when you show up as the best version of yourself, it's just powerful. I mean, nothing I said costs money. It's not about impressing nobody. Don't think about anybody else. Think about you. It'd be selfish season. Don't think about anybody else. It's about keeping yourself polished, because you are the it girl. It's all about you. It's your world. So you need to walk around like that. You can't just think that and then have your environment look like that. You also have to show up for yourself like that externally. You look good. You carry yourself differently. You walk different. You talk different. I think we all already know this. Your energy is just going to be radiant. It changes. And that's what you're looking for. That's what you're striving for. And it's all about taking the effort to do these little things before you step out. It's not about what you have. It's about how you wear it. And so like, that's the real tea. It doesn't have to be like the whole brand name outfit or having the latest bag. It's really just about putting that effort in to make yourself like just 1% better. Especially if you have this certain aesthetic of it, you really want to almost fake it till you make it. You want to embody it. You want to present yourself as it. If you start doing it every single day, it won't seem as fake, you know? It will seem like, dang, I belong here. This is how I'm supposed to be. This is what I am. When you start living in that truth and that reality, and that's when it actually starts becoming a reality. That's like also like a little bit of manifestation right there. It's about doing the work. You can't just say it. Like, you really got to do it, and then you become it. Ooh, clock it. Now we're going to talk about one of my favorite things. It's about moving your body, y'all. Movement. Because all of your it girls, I promise you, they're moving. And when I say moving their body, they're working out. Like, I know you don't want to hear the words working out, but girl, you gotta work out. You don't need a fancy gym membership, and you don't even really need to take a Pilates class. I know the it girls out here, in my mind, they take Pilates classes, but it's not even about that. It's about being 1% better every single day, right? And if we're talking broke on a budget, you won't have to start in your room. You won't have to start on YouTube, right? You're gonna have to step outside. You're gonna have to go to a park. Movement is free. You're gonna have to move your body, babes. I always say though, do something that feels good. Do not force yourself to do a workout that you don't like to do because you see it trending or anything. Just don't. Try walking. Do your 10K steps. That's the easiest thing to do. We all walk. You don't even have to run. Maybe it's a little bit of stretching. Maybe it's just turning on some music and dancing in your room. You can literally do anything that's fun for you. As long as you can move your body, whatever helps you release some sort of energy, what helps you burn some calories, get your sweat on. You just want to make sure that you can feel connected to your body. That's that version of the it girl right there. Her health is very important as any type of it girl. By moving your body, it helps you with confidence and discipline. Okay, like I said earlier, when you show up for your body, even in just the small ways, you start building trust with yourself. So it's kind of going back with that discipline. You're saying to your body like, okay, I care about you. I'm here to make sure that I'm taking care of you, even when nobody's watching. Because at the end of the day, no one's going to tell you to move your body. You have to get up and do it every single day. Again, it's not about weight training or about looking a certain way, even about like being a certain amount of weight or certain pounds or nothing like that. I feel like just when you move your body, your energy just starts being different. You start walking different, again, talking different, because you just are trusting yourself. You know, you start to become more grounded with yourself. You probably will even start liking how you look in the mirror. I don't think there's ever been a time where you work out and you don't like how you look in the mirror, especially when you are consistent. So I just want to say, don't overcomplicate it, honestly. Start with where you are, use with what you can, with what you got around you, and just move in ways that will make you feel good. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, right? It's just about being consistent and I guess just self-love. Like, that's what you really want to do for yourself. And by showing up for your body, you're showing up for your temple. And I think that's one of the best ways to tell yourself that you love yourself, because who doesn't want to be walking around and looking fine every single day? And I promise you, going to the gym is going to make you look fine. Not even the gym per se, just any sort of movement for your body is going to make you feel better, because you're going to look better. I guarantee you that. If someone was to tell you right now that if you did some sort of movement every single day for 30 minutes at the 12 hours of your day, and it would make you hotter and feel more confident, you wouldn't want to do that? 30 minutes, any type of movement. It doesn't have to be a certain type. You wouldn't want to do that. And that is the end of the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for me. That would mean the world to me. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts down below. If you guys do have any other video suggestions you guys want me to do, I would love to do them for you. Just leave it down below. Please take these tips, and I hope you guys do something with them, honestly. I tried to make them as simplistic as possible. I only broke it down into 4 sections so that you guys could, you know, easily follow through. I think these are very important. There's definitely a lot more things that you guys can do to show up for yourself every single day, but if you really need help and you're struggling right now, I feel like these 4 are a really good way to just start, and then you can always build from there. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.